Hello, hello, hello. Got a new mic setup we're dealing with. I got some feedback here. Hold up. Okay. I think we are rocking and rolling. Can you guys hear me? Leave a comment down there. That'd be great. Okay. So today we are out in the garage, if you can tell. I'm all bundled up. I am going to be turning on a heater in a minute, so it'll be a little bit of noise there. But we are actually going to be tearing down an engine. So it's going to be this engine right over here. I'll pull it out here in the way. I got to move stuff around to get started. But that engine is the old LA block that was in Benny, the very first V8 engine we put in Benny. I'm going to actually take it apart today, and we're going to try to see what was wrong. I think it had a cracked block. I think we're not 100%, but we're gonna tear it apart, see what happened. There's some parts on it that I want to save, and then the rest of the engine's actually getting scrapped. So because I don't have any use, and I have 5 engines sitting in this garage right now, so we gotta kind of do a little culling there, get rid of some stuff here to get ready for some other builds and projects that we want to do. I'm all bundled. I feel like the Michelin Man today because I got so many layers on. We're gonna get the heater started here. And all that. Ronald, good to see you on here, buddy. He says Merry Christmas to you, to me and my family. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well, man. It's so cool to see you guys on like that. So, okay, I'm gonna head over. Like I said, we got a mess out here, so I'm gonna clean up a little bit. We're gonna talk to you guys as we're hanging out. We'll get the engine out and get this thing tore apart. Should be good. Like I said, if I get away and this mic isn't working, let me know, and then I will mess with it if you can leave me a comment down there. But I think it should be working. It was showing that it had audio, so hoping we can kind of boost our production value here with having some good audio and doing that, but you never know if it's going to work right the first time. So, okay. And now I'm just out here cleaning the shop. But if you haven't noticed, the shop is pretty much the same way as it has been for a long time. However, we got a couple motorcycles in here that have been here for a long time. They are my babies. I haven't got to ride them in a while, so it's kind of sad. But at some point, we might bring those back on the channel. If you want to see that, if you want to see the motorcycles, my Harley and my Triumph, put comments in there. Persuade me to get that as one of our builds for the coming future here. I got a lot of plans and everything, and they aren't necessarily on the front runner, but if that's something you guys are interested in, I'd be willing to do like a mini series on it or something, just for me to be able to enjoy riding a motorcycle again, and hopefully so you guys can join. And if you don't know anything about the bikes, a long time ago on the channel, I actually did the build on the Harley. So there's videos on the build on the Harley. And then we did a lot of, when I very first started the channel, I actually did moto vlogs on the Triumph. So if you're interested in that stuff, you might run back and look. I did see there's a comment, so maybe that's on the audio. Let's see if it's working. Oh, he says it'd be cool to see some bike stuff. Cool. Yeah, hopefully we can do some of that stuff. They're definitely good rigs. I love them. This one's very loud. That one's very fast. So kind of works together. It's the loudest vehicle I own and the fastest vehicle I own. And I know you guys generally just know Benny. There are multiple other vehicles on the premises. Projects that we've kind of kept hidden and such. If you actually do take the time to go back and look at some of the old content, you might find some stuff that you have questions about. That where's that? Well, a lot of it's still lingering around. That's enough said. Anyway, lawnmower out over here. Get our engine hoist over here by the newest collection of our engine pile, which is actually the reason why we're doing what we're doing today. I got to get this engine off the engine stand so that we can get that engine on the engine stand and start getting it prepped, because it's actually going to be going in Benny at some point. And we're going to keep the same engine in Benny that he's got right now for sick week, and then that means that it's going to stay there through the time that we're gone to New Zealand, which, spoiler alert, if you guys didn't know already, we're going to New Zealand, which is going to be really fun. So going over there, we're going to be filming videos on it. It's going to be an amazing time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I think Ronald's the only one on at the moment, so I know he's subscribed. But if you guys are just tuning in watching this later, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see everything that we're going to be doing on all the adventures. We got so many events coming up this next year too, and it's a little absurd, the schedule. We got looking at it last night. I thought I had everything figured out at 15 drag and drive events, 2 missions trips, 3 car shows, and we actually found another drag and drive that we're going to, so it's going to be 16 for next year, which is beating our previous record of drag and drives in a year. I really feel like it's taking Michelin, man. I'm just not. Okay. Engine in question right here on this engine stand, which you'll be able to see here in just a second. This is the one that I had the just fantastic idea of painting the valve covers white, because I'm dumb sometimes. And here we go. Ta-da! We have small block Mopar LA. So it's got shaft rockers under the valve covers, which we'll see here in a little bit once we start tearing into it. Don't have the front cover on it because that's actually on the engine that's in Benny at the moment. But yeah, I went through and made this thing, took my time, really pushed forward to make a good engine, and then it had a cracked block. So that's where we are today. Okay, Ronald's asking if I'm going to be able to check out the Lord of the Rings filming location. I'm not sure. Probably will. I know my parents have seen it whenever they've been over there before. So probably will go through there. We will be in Taranaki. There's a car show in Taranaki we're actually doing while we're there. I'm going to be there for 8 weeks, so got a decent amount of time. We're going to do a lot of touristy things, but we're also mainly there for ministry. My parents are itinerant ministers, and I'm actually getting to go with them, kind of tagging along for this one. They've been over there 8 times. This will be my first. This will be their 9th. I'm going to try to talk them into going to as many of the scenic places as possible. Hopefully that will be on the list. I know that pretty much everywhere that you go over there is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. So hoping that's the case. I'm going to get this bench over here cleaned off so we have places to put all the parts that come after this thing. I meant to get out here and get the garage cleaned before we started the live stream, but then kind of got some other stuff that I was working on, so didn't get around to it. Like my new, you probably can't see it, I got a new drill press over here. My buddy Bryce was getting a CNC mill at his house, and he just gave me his old drill press. So that's actually going to be really helpful, I think, coming into anytime I need to drill stuff, because I don't like using normal drills, to be honest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see you there at the ministry trip. Yeah, man, I am stoked. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we actually got 2 of those this next year. One's in Tucson, Arizona, and then the other one, obviously, in New Zealand. So I'm going to go ahead and get this heater started. Hopefully it's not going to make too much of a racket. It's not the quietest thing in the world, but it's going to make it a little warmer for me to be out here working. So I think that trade-off is okay in my head. Get power cable over to it. Should probably not have it right by the fuel jug. Okay. Get the tank open here. I remember how this thing works. Oh, I had it. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna have a little bit of noise from the heater. I apologize, but I need to get some warmth out here right now. So let's get to today's task. I'm gonna get some tools out. Got my IC tool chest over here. Let me go zip some bolts off here. Oh man, I forgot something. Okay, I gotta make a quick trip out to Benny to get the impact and get some other tools out of here real quick. I'll be right back. Just enjoy the scenery of this beautiful engine that's getting torn apart here in a minute. Don't mind what you see out the door, okay? Stuff that makes things fine. Alright, so could you hear me out there? Looks like you didn't respond. Probably couldn't hear me while out. Can you hear me now? Hoping. Could you hear me talking to myself while I was out in the shop out there or not? Let's see if I can make sure this mic's working so you don't just hear only the heater, because that would get old. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. No, that's all good. I was seeing if the mic is actually working or not. I'm not 100% sure if it's just going off the computer mic or if it's just going off of the actual microphone. So it's fine. We'll figure it out. Does it get worse when I walk away? If it does, then I'll keep messing with it. But full charge battery, good. That heater's already working really good. It's good. edge. Okay, let's knock some valve covers off. What do you think? Oh, it's only on the computer, Mike. That stinks. Well, I'm sorry about that. I will have to. We'll have to figure that out because I want you guys. I want to use this mic because I think it would be. I think it's a good option for us. We can, if it works. Chapters, tags, Huh. Well, we're just gonna have to keep fiddling with it at some point. Huh. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Oh, Ronald's asking. It's a little off topic. That's perfectly fine. We're just hanging out. He says he's going to try to make it to Bradenton and Orlando for Sick Week. What is the best time to get into the track? Ooh. That's an excellent question. Probably 3 o'clock in the morning because there's nobody that I think. I mean, when gates open, you're going to have a lot of traffic. It's just kind of part of it. You got a lot of the racers all coming in at the same time. I mean, being in the traffic jam's not that bad because you get to see a lot of race cars while you're coming in. But I'd wait probably like an hour after the things open or the gate opens. You could probably get in at that time pretty easily. Shouldn't be too bad. Don't, just do your best with it. And oh, wow, my hair's bad. I just kind of show up and get in then. But like when gates open, there's always like a rush of people right then because all the racers are wanting to get in as fast as possible and such. So like we normally go in the night before and we camp, so like it's a little different for us because we're just sitting there on site. But yeah, I think gates open at like 7. I think because racing normally starts at like 8. I think they open around 7. I would double check that on Sick the Mag, but I'm pretty sure it's 7. It's normally around then. Yeah. I'm gonna give you an extension here and start knocking these valve covers off. Oh, that's not half inch. Okay. For sure those were half inch. Apparently they're 7/16. Huh. I'm not really going to save it a lot of the hardware or really much of this engine. I'm just saving the parts that are either keepsake items for me, which sounds kind of weird, or parts that I know are absolutely good. So I'm just going to kind of throw some of the hardware into a tub here, and we'll just kind of push forward. Now, if you are watching this as like trying to get instructions on how to tear an engine apart, this is probably not the best video for you, because I am literally just pulling this apart to scrap. So I'm going to take care of the parts that, the parts I'm taking off and I'm saving, I'm going to take care of them, but like this valve cover, I do not care about at all. I'm going to probably bend the lid and snot out of it trying to get it off here, and I don't care. It's on there. I use lots of RTV. Okay. Every time. There it is. Okay, valve cover uno. Now let's get this side up. So what I'm saving off of this engine is going to be heads, because the heads are actually off of another engine that means something to me. And then I'm going to save maybe the cam and the lifters, because they're actually really good. And then, the intake, because it's 4-barrel intake, and I can put that on another LA. So, yeah. Don't know when I'm going to get another LA to be working on, but I know me and I like old Mopar, so I'm sure I'll end up with another LA Mopar at some point. Oh, looks like Brute TA's on. Hey, man, appreciate you stopping by on the stream. Just hanging out here, tearing the engine down, so appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us. As I was saying earlier, I'm not really worrying about some of these parts, so I'm kind of taking them apart just the nice, easy way, not necessarily the right way. So, work with me here. The top end actually looks really nice. I cleaned all this up before I put it in, and I feel like I did a good job with it, but oh well. This engine was going to be a ripper, man, I'm telling you. It sounded really, really good. I mean, it's got a good cam in it, like the whole thing was going to be great. Just having a cracked block is kind of a downfall area for it. It's got good valve train in it, though. Kind of zipping it apart real easy. Like I said, I'm going to be saving some of it. Like, I'll save the rockers, I'll save the valve train stuff, heads, and the intake. Bottom end, even though I put new pistons in it, I'm not really worried about it. The pistons were cheap. It was just something, we were bumping a little bit of compression, but there's no point in me keeping a whole bottom end for that. When we get a new engine, it's going to have a new bottom end in it. If I want pistons, I'll probably just go get some aftermarket pistons, probably get some good ones. So we're going to try to make some power. I think that's probably our best bet. Routier says he's got a lot of old LA stuff collecting dust. Hey, I might have to hit you up at some point. I love these little things. I know they're not I know they're not the best, whatever. I know the Magnums have better head flow and all that. But I like the shaft mounted rockers. It's nostalgic for me, you know. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's getting warm enough I can take off a coat, so that's nice. Now I'm only down to 3 layers, so I'm a little less Michelin man. Pull our push rods out. We actually had all brand new push rods, so they've got like 20 minutes of runtime on them, so they should all be good. I do have a decent amount of nice parts in here. I mean, we got good valve springs on it. We got good cam, good lifters. I don't know if I'm going to be... I got to figure out how I'm going to store the lifters so we make sure that it matches up with the cam. It is a flat tapping cam, so... Well, I really want to save it, but I'm also like... Is it worth it? I don't know. I know it's going to end up just sitting in the garage for forever, so... Get this little head off of here real quick. Or not head, sorry. Intake off first. Okay. So those of you just kind of popping on new to the stream, we are taking apart the engine that was originally in Benny, my Volvo 240 station wagon. This was the first V8 that I swapped into it, and it ended up having, we believe, a cracked plug. So we're actually going to find that out when we get this thing apart. See if that in fact was the problem, or if we can see any problems from that. We're going to save what we can, and then probably be scrapping the block. Yeah, so I think that kind of catches you up where we are. Oh, okay. Ronald was looking up the schedule for Sick Week, saying that the racing's 9 to 5 or 9 to 3 rather than 8. So gates will probably open at 8 then. Maybe still 7. I don't know. That's nice. That gives me a little time to sleep in. I like that. Yeah. Should have I put this on a ratchet? Yes, I should have. There we go. Yeah, so this intake and the heads are all going to go in my safe pile. I got a place I stored up top in the garage, so we'll keep that because they are good parts to use. Hopefully get the cam and all the valve train stuff, put it up there as well, kind of keep it all as organized as possible. Get this side. Time for an impact and a wobble socket. So that's what I'm talking about. Root TA's talking about he hopes to make a sick event eventually. Hope you do, man. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of other drag and drive events that are really fun as well that you can look to go to. He's in the Northwest. Hey, look into Redwood Rally. That's a good event that's up there. I'm actually looking at going this year, so we'll be heading up to Oregon or Washington and California. So we'll be hanging out there. That'll be a good time. Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm really looking forward to this year's schedule. We got 16 events on the schedule, which is a record for me, and I think it's a record for anybody. At least I'm pretty sure it is. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. What did you guys think of the thumbnail for the live stream? I actually tried Chat GPT for the first time. I know it's obvious that it's AI, but I just thought it was kind of fun. Thought it was a little different. It's really embarrassing. I broke tools while I'm doing this. Okay, intake unattached. We got some comments coming in. Oh, cool. We'll see you at Big Sky again. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm actually going to Big Sky rather than Sick Summer, so I'm really excited to be out there. That'll be a lot of fun. Ronald saying that the drag and drive events are exploding. Yes, they are, dude. We're on to something. This is gonna be good. Love it. These intakes are heavy. All right, let's get this. Let's get it. There we go. All right, put that in the save file. Woo! Okay. Now I need to make note of the lifters. Okay, yeah, need an air gap intake. Okay, so fun story. Benny has one on him, and then another build has the Benny one is a knockoff one. I have an actual Edelbrock one on another build that you guys haven't seen, at least in a long time. Hence, if you go back really, really far in the videos, you can see that build. But you won't see it for a little while until I got a plan with it, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, absolutely awesome. Tell your friends that if they want to see that, if you guys want to see it, support your boy. We're going to make it happen. So, yeah. We'll get the lawnmower out of the way here. Kind of cramping my style at the moment. All right, we'll get that shut off, so hopefully I can hear myself think again. Now we got to get the lifters out of here, because flat tappet cam, they are mated to the cam. So I have to keep them in order so that if I do go to put this back into another engine, they will stay mated and not eat the cam alive. So that is the unfortunate part about having a flat tappet, hydraulic flat tappet cam. Man, this thing was going to be so good. I was really excited about. This would be front left. This is the front. Yeah, cylinder one. Okay. I'll do these one at a time, otherwise I'm going to get these all mixed up. And then I just might as well throw the cam away, because a lot of nice stuff in here. Though. Do you guys still believe in hydraulic flat tappets at all? Or you all been converted over to the roller hydraulics and all that? Let's love to hear your take on it. Ooh, I heard something fire up outside. Got some neighbors that's got some fun toys as well, so we hear your big old choppy V8s all the time. Good times. Hopefully we'll be hearing some more rowdy stuff here from the 3G video camp. Hopefully we'll be having a lot. That's smart. Brute TAs says he takes a 2x12 and drills some holes in it to hold the lifters. That is really smart. I need to do that. I got some wood around here somewhere. I can even mark on it. And that'd be smart. I need to do that for my my storage solution. That would be smart. You guys up to anything fun today while hanging out on the live stream? Get all your Christmas shopping done, all that. That's always a thing. I'm really bad about it, but really bad about waiting until the last minute. Oh well. There we go. Okay, lifters are extracted. And get the cam out. Just kind of okay. I got the cam retainer plate here, which I don't need. Don't to keep a pile. Go. Okay, Cam. Come hither. Come on. Okay, so I'm gonna get the cam out here, and then we're getting down pretty far in this thing. All I have to do now is get the heads off, which that's, that's the fun part. Once we get the heads out, then we can tell what actually went wrong on this thing. So, or we can at least get a look at what went wrong. I'm pretty sure we know what happened already, but pretty sure and actually seeing it are two different things. So, good to lay eyes on it and actually see what we're talking about. Nope. Ooh. Excuse-moi. Where is my breaker bar? Like my good breaker bar is in part two. Oh no, it's right there. There it is. And I know it's a Harbor Freight one, but this is my really long handled one, so it makes it easy. That one's a different size. That's right. That's right. Come on. Oh man. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us today on the stream. I mean, figured it was something a little different, that if we could do a little bit of something and hang out with you guys, give you some content. We haven't had a lot come out here recently, so figured I gotta get this done so we can get working on some more of the projects, and well, be a good time to hang out with you guys. So glad you guys thought the same and wanted to hang out. Oh, I'm gonna drop that bolt. So that one. Still got that center one over there. That's fine. Get this side broke free, and then we'll get those last two, or the other size. It's always a lot easier to tear them down. You don't have to worry about torque specs or anything like that. I can just go to town. Kind of nice. Who knows? We might find that it was just a head gasket. Hopefully, that's not the case. But yep, no, I feel you. These are, hey, I've had really good luck with my Harbor Freight stuff. Yeah, it's always just kind of worked good. My dad's texted me. What's he want? Oh, he's actually asking about drag and drive stuff. So, guess there's some good questions there. He's talking about if I know where Rocky Mountain Race Week starts and if I know where Redwood Rally starts. Offhand, I actually don't remember I know Rocky Mountain started in Tulsa last year. Not sure if they're doing that again this year or not. Then Redwood's out in Washington. It's like on the coast is the host track. And I don't remember exactly. I don't know the name. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah. I'll actually just give him a call and tell him that. Oh. Bert, do you remember when, or not when, but where it starts at Redwood? Like, what's the starting and ending track? Sorry, I know this is a Medford. That's right, Medford. Okay. In Medford. I'm so excited to get out there. I've never been to Oregon yet, so pretty stoked to get out there and see that part of the country. This cam looks good. Like, I was trying to break in the cam when the engine had an issue. Man. Okay. Let us get the final bolts off, get these heads off. What do you say? Really? Okay. Okay. Like. I swear if this is the one I don't have in here. Ah, there it is. I got a 12-point version. We're good. Okay. I was using all ARP stuff on these head bolts because I had them laying around. But because I had them laying around, they were off of an aftermarket head and they're a little bit different length. So I actually had to did something a little weird and stack some washers. So it's not exactly the most orthodox assembly, but it worked. At least this part worked, kind of. We'll see. I'll probably get it apart, and right there is going to be a place where the head gasket decided to give up. And that actually was the problem, but we'll find out. Redwood's 22nd through 27th. Yeah, that sounds right. I know we got, because it'll be it's a Tuesday, and I will be coming straight from drag week. Hear me out. This is going to be insane, right? So I'm going to be at drag week, which is in Massachusetts this year. And that's going to be the week before. So we're going to be done with that on Friday. I'm probably going to have to leave a little early on Friday, like skip awards probably, and get on the road. Then I got 3 days to get from Massachusetts to Medford, Oregon. It's longer than a cannonball run. We looked it up. It's like 2,850 miles. That's going to be a haul. I got a lot of driving ahead of me on that one. But, oh, gee, this head's on here. I swear if I forgot a bolt or something, this is going to be really embarrassing. No. No. Okay, we're going to... Probably shouldn't have taken both of those off at the same time. At least keep me from dropping it. Because that would be embarrassing to have on a live stream. Okay. Here we go. Going to attempt. See if this head's a little more cooperative. Gee, thing's on there. I know I used that copper spray on it, so it's probably going to be not exactly happy to come off. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That's progress. There we go. Now I can pull the bolts out. All right. Get me a head. I am going to be saving the heads because they are off of that build that we talked about earlier. It's got a lot of sentimental value to it, and these heads are actually off the original engine, so yeah, well, these heads will not be going anywhere, even if they are not necessarily the best heads in the world. They are still my babies. So, oh, head gasket looks like it helped. Okay, pulling the head down. As we go. Trying to just chip straight into the gasket and not get the head surface, but knowing that the head surface up here isn't actually as big of a deal, why I'm trying it up here first, just to break that tension with the head gasket. There we go. Oh, I'm missing this. Yeah, going from Washington to Norwalk. Yeah, that's a good little haul too. I love Norwalk. That is one of my favorite tracks. Then he asked if it was 202 valves. I don't think these heads have them. The other heads do. The heads that I replaced these with in the other build. I'm excited to bring that build back on the channel, but like I said, I got some big ideas with it, and I don't want to rush it too much. So that doesn't mean that we're not going to have other builds, because I do have another one. We actually have two builds that are sitting outside right now that I'm planning on. The one's going to be a little long term. It's that one that we've been talking about, and then the other one, I'm hoping that you guys will get to see it this year, or the 2025 year. Not guaranteeing that. Kind of depends if we are able to get some partners alongside to help with it and such, but we're going to do our best. Okay, there we go. Head off. Whew. These old cast iron heads are heavy. Yeah, I'm not getting those up in the storage place by myself. That's, whoo, okay. Oh, it's like I just went through this block and put new crosshatch on it and everything. That's weird. Crazy. Almost like just went through it. Oh, wait. Not seeing. Let me get this head gasket off here. We'll see where the block's cracked. There's one cylinder over here that's a lot cleaner than the others, so that might be our smoking gun right there. That could very well be it. Just inherently see any cracks that are like screaming at me. There's a little bit of cylinder wear up and down the cylinders, but it's not too bad. Huh. I don't know. Guess that's just kind of part of what you get, right? Yeah. So this block, I'm going to leave the rotating assembly in it because I don't need that. It's just stock crank, stock rods. Pistons are aftermarket, but like I said earlier, they are just cheapo pistons. Like there's nothing special about them. They were not a high quality piston by any means. So probably just going to scrap the whole bottom end of this, and then I'm actually going to take the heads that came on this block, which I got sitting down there. I'm going to probably take those, scrap it along with this. I think we already got rid of the intake, maybe, because we need to make room. I don't know if you've noticed in here. You probably can't see, but I got 5 engines sitting in here, or yeah, not including the motorcycles. We got five engines sitting in here. 2 red blocks out of Volvo red blocks. Got one sitting right here behind me. You might be able to see this. No, engine's in the way. There's a red block here. That might be going into another build. So stay tuned for that. I really want to. I think it'd be fun. We're going to put a big turbo on it and just see what it can hold, have some fun with it. And then once that expires, we'll probably put something else. That project, the one that I'm hoping to reveal, is going to go through a lot of different engines before we get to the end product of it. There's a lot that I want to do with that thing. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully it's something you guys can get excited about and want to see out and about at events. Hoping that it'll be able to make it out and we might be able to race with it. And Benny, I would like to race an event or two with Benny as well. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Make sure you give me some comments about that, or let me know, email or something. I don't care. Just let us know what you want to see if you have a preference on there. Love to make some stuff that you guys are actually really excited about as well as I am, because I got a lot of crazy ideas in my head. We actually got a video that's going to be coming out, I believe, on New Year's Day. It's going to be a long form video. I've already filmed it, but we're still got to edit it and kind of put some finishing touches on it, make it look all nice and pretty for you. We're going to talk about kind of our vision going into 25 and as a company and as a media brand of what we want to do. And I have so many crazy ideas. Some that we will kind of dive into and talk about. Some are still kind of on the back, or not in the limelight. We're going to not be sharing some of it just because I want it to be an exciting surprise for you guys whenever we unveil it, and something that you're like, oh, this is really cool. So hopefully that all works out that way. Anyway, we got that engine, and then I actually have a second red block engine, which was the very first engine that came in Benny. Burnt a piston out of that one. I need to actually get that engine apart and see what its deal is, because burnt a piston in it, and I don't know how bad it hurt it. I want to see if it is just a piston or if it actually hurt the block. It had a lot of blow by, but if it was just a piston, we could clean the cylinder walls up on that thing and have a secondary to this one. So when you blow this one up with the turbo, we can put that one, put some might work with our friends over at Molly or something. I don't know if they would be interested in working with us for it, but try to put some upgraded pistons in it and see if it'll hold more than what that one did, and then that gets a couple engines out of here. Gets this one out. We got the one in the back corner that's going to be going in Benny later. Engine that's in Benny will actually end up back in here, so it's not actually getting rid of an engine in the in here, but it will free it up so that it's on the stand and we can get it ready for boost. So hopefully we'll have 2 cars that have power adder at that point, and then we'll kind of do a swap in back from that engine and the one that's in Benny. We'll kind of like one season it'll use one engine, we'll bring the other one in, do some work on it, swap it out, and do the same work on the other one. Just kind of keep building both those engines, and then if one of them expires, and we can throw the other one in and then go get another junkyard engine. Just kind of keep a rotation to have a spare engine on deck. And then, Old Faithful, we got a 440 sitting over there in the corner that had been slated for a project that I wanted to do, never got a chassis for it, and it's just been sitting there. It's an old truck engine. So if you know of anybody that wants a 440, I might be getting rid of that one. So yeah, have them email me. I got an email down in the description. So if you're interested in an old 440, I'm just trying to get rid of it. So there's that. I'll probably be putting it up on Facebook Marketplace too. So I know a lot of you guys are from not around here. It would be a long haul, not worth it to get a boat anchor, but just thought I'd throw it out there if you end up being interested, because we're trying to make room in here and get ready for what's to come, because this stuff isn't necessarily what we need sitting around. So yeah, that's my spiel for today. Okay, I'm going to get the engine hoist, get this thing off the stand, move it over out of the way, and then we can actually get the other engine, put it on the stand, kind of go through it a little bit. We're not going to actually tear it down like completely, but I would like to get like the exhaust off of it and stuff that we're not using. It would go in Benny off of it. And then I do need to, I might have let it sit outside and it rained. So I need to go in and clean up the inside of that as much as at all. Brute TA is asking, where do I suspect it is cracked? Well, I'm guessing, and this cylinder doesn't looks a little clean. I'm guessing it was number 4, just because the cylinder, the piston looks a lot different than the others, but I'm not seeing any like glaringly obvious, hey, I'm cracked here type deal. I mean, I'm kind of glad, because that would have meant that I missed it the very first time whenever I put it together, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'll spin it over and look at it. I don't have the crank bolt. I don't know. It's not showing that there's any place on the head gasket. Like, the head gaskets look great, which kind of relieved, because I thought I was going to, when we found this thing had a problem, I was like, oh, I'm just going to go change head gaskets in it. And I am glad to know that if I would have done that, that it probably would have still had the same problem, and that I made the right call of just going and getting another engine. So there's that. Maybe this one looks a little bit different, but doesn't have as much junk on it. But really wish it was just like super obvious, like, hey, it's cracked right here. But again, that would have meant that I missed it the first time. So I don't know. Wish it was more definitive. Hey, there's a problem here, but like I said, I don't feel like eating the bottom end apart just to huck it all in a dumpster. So, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna scrap it and get some money out of it. You're gonna get like a whole $5 out of this thing. You betcha. Yeah. But I'm gonna get the engine hoist over here. See, we need to gotta move all this stuff out of the way to get around anywhere. So we need to get some room out here to think. And when we do go working on stuff, it's not Tetris every single time. So that's one of the reasons we need to get rid of some of these engines. I don't know what you guys can see out here and what you can't. I can't see what that camera can see because I don't want to be showing you everything out there. I mean, it's wide enough that you can't really see it. Brutier, it was nice having you around. Thanks for stopping by on the stream, man. Merry Christmas to you as well. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. Appreciate all the comments, man. That was really, really appreciate that. So cool. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna do one of those numbers for just a minute. That way you guys aren't trying to figure out exactly what's out there. There we go. I'm back. And I'm gone. I guess I could move you guys over here and see this part. Hold up. See me rolling around with my lifter thing here. Okay. Okay, you guys out here. You can still be a part of what we're doing. I can actually sit you on the thing that you're not supposed to see yet. So okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, this means I have to like spin this thing around while having an engine on it. That doesn't sound fun. Okay. Load up. All right, we got to do the old switcherooski here. should have set you over here, actually. Probably would have been a smarter option. I'm gonna bring you guys over here just a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Now you can see me struggle a little bit easier. There we go. There we go. Now I just gotta get the bolts out of this one. Let's see if that's right size. No, it's not gonna be. Cause I need a wrench. Cause I need a wrench. Cause I need a wrench. Okay. There we go. That works. That should work very well. I need my chain. I need a chain. Chain. Let's go. 9/16. Really struggle busting with this bolt right now. Don't mind me. It's fine. In hindsight, was the ratcheting wrench the best idea? Probably not. But we're here now. Should have just used a socket and a standard Rich. There it is. I will have a chain here shortly. Don't you worry. There we go. Ta-da! I know you're proud of me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support from my family, my friends, my followers. Yep. It's going to be the most uneven pickup of an engine you've seen probably in a while, but I don't really care. Yeah, this thing's going to be all sorts of lopsided when I pick it up because it's not evenly distributed, but we're just trying to throw it in the truck, so it's fine. There we go. I'll pick. Okay. We're doing it. Oh, we got a couple guys on here. Oh, hey, John. He's talking about Redwood Rally, beginning of Medford. Rocky Mountain Race Week starts in Tulsa. Did not realize it was in Tulsa, so that's good. Yeah, and Drag Week's in Maryland. It's going to be ridiculous. Ronald says he has to go. Says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year as well. Thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, always love having everybody come on and hang out. So, okay, time to get this engine unmarried from the stand. This thought always goes through my head whenever I'm doing this, so it's like, oh, it's still being supported by this. The engine's going to fall on my foot. And then I realize, oh, right, no, it's not. That's not a real concern I need to be worried about. There we go. Perfect. You're probably asking, what am I doing? Well, I'm getting the engine up so that the truck that you're sitting in the bed of, I can just back the truck under it, set it down in the bed. Good. So I'm going to move you guys again over here so you can see this live action going down, right? It'll be great. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm getting the old heads from this one. Got one of them in there already, so that's good. Walk you guys in here. I got one more head, and then I can stuff. The set of heads we just took off that, stuff them back in the little storage cubby. We're set. And then we can get the other engine on the stand, and yeah, at least we're making some progress today. This is good. Making some progress. Okay. 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 Stuff these heads back in the void. Okay. Intake. That intake's been on like 3 of my cars. Fun fact of the day. Whew! Hi, boys. Well, I think we got some work done. Yeah. I'm winded. I need to start working out some more. Whew! All right. Well, all we got to do really now is throw the other engine on the other stand, and then I think we will probably have another live stream another day to kind of take care of that, and you guys see what we're doing. I will do a little bit of cleanup on it today just to kind of prep it for being ready, but want to get that thing kind of situated and ready to go in Benny, so whenever it's time, we'll be ready, and then we can get the red block out there and play with it. Jack Black is asking, where's my Boxy Volvo? Well, the end of the driveway. He's down there. I'm actually dailing him. Well, kind of dailing him right now. So he's at the very end. We got all the other projects that aren't necessarily running or whatever. We got those up close. So yeah, he's doing good. We actually just filmed a video with him last night. We filmed a Christmas video. Don't know how it's going to turn out yet. We're really trying some new things with it. I hope it's fun. I'm trying to have fun, like kind of different video. So it'll be short, but it'll be a good one. So yeah, doing Christmas video with Benny on Christmas. Yeah, then the other projects are still kind of behind the scenes for now. We are trying to see if we can get some partners for the year to work with. If you own a company, if anybody on here owns a company or wants to partner with a YouTuber / media company that does a lot of drag and drive stuff, we'd be more than happy to talk that over. There's a link down in the description that goes to our partner information and that. And then if you just want to get a photo package from us or something like that, we have many options for that. We also have merch. And then main thing though, guys, what I really, really want to ask you for is just prayer for this next year, man. We have so much on the calendar that I'm like so excited about. Like I'm over the moon excited to break our record from last year, actually from 23, not 24. 24 was a little bit lower than our 23. This year, it looks like we're going to kind of take that record and stomp it a little bit. We did 13 events, Dragon Drive events in 2023. Looks like 25. We're going to have 16 Dragon Drives. We're going to have 3 car shows, be out of the country at least twice, if not 3 times, go on 2 missions trips stuff. One of those mission trips is going to be 8 weeks in New Zealand. That's actually coming up in February and March. It's going to be so good. We're going to have some really fun content coming out. So yeah, be looking forward to that on the channel. And then, yeah, it's just looking like it's going to be a really good year. So if you guys can be praying for us, that would be really, really appreciated. Just that we make right decisions. We just follow the Lord, that he does what he wants through us. We can be, yeah, everything. We got a good video that's going to come out on New Year's Day. I've been filming it and getting it ready. That's going to talk about kind of our vision for 3G video going into the future, our mission statement, and some of our value statements and stuff. It's going to be really good. It's got me thinking a lot. It's been really good. I've been having a really good past couple of weeks. Haven't got a lot of content out. It's kind of why I wanted to do a live stream, and then we're doing been filming for other content to come out, but just been trying to get PRI done and doing all that stuff. So been a little different, but it's been good. So I really appreciate all the support there. So I think I got my breath back in me. I'm gonna move you guys over that side so we can see picking up the new engine for the Volvo. That'll be just a temporary situation because I know that this engine's good. It doesn't leak oil, and it doesn't have doesn't push any coolant like the engine that's in Benny does. Just pushes a little bit. It's manageable. It's going to be fine. I'm actually leaving that engine in it for Sick Week, the circuit, and Carolina Drag Cruise. We're probably going to be swapping this engine after Carolina Drag Cruise and before what is that? Back to the Streets Dragon Drive, which is actually moving to Indiana this year. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. So I think we got 3 weeks in between there, which I'm going to make sure we get all the parts and everything in here and everything's just ready to go so we can swap it in probably like a weekend or so. Because again, I'm dailying Benny, so want to make sure that he is tip-top shape and ready to rock and roll. So, and not down too long with an engine swap. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys, and we're gonna get this other engine on the stand. I'll put my hat back on so you guys don't have to see this mess. Okay. Got to make sure I position you right, otherwise I'm gonna spoil a big secret. Okay. Get to hear the neighbor boy screaming, so that's exciting. So before we get this engine on the stand, I do have to get the torque converter off of it. 1, we don't need a torque converter. 2, it won't fit on the stand with the torque converter on it. So that becomes first step. We get in there, get a torque converter off of it. And it's still got the exhaust attached to it because we kind of did a junkyard pull. It was out of a running car. There's actually a video that we filmed. It'll be coming out at some point, whenever it gets to the Benny build series. Or Benny 3.0 build series, I guess. I don't know. This is probably, I think it should be classified 2.1 because we're putting the same engine in it. I think when we put the turbo engine in it, that should be Benny 3.0. What do you guys think? Think that's a good thing there? Oh, we got somebody saying, "Morning, Jesse." I appreciate it. I can't, the glare real bad right now. I will see who said that here in a second. So I think we're actually going to keep the serpentine belt on this engine. Haven't really been having any issues now since we kind of got the other one fixed on Benny currently, but it was something that we had issues with, so I thought about swapping over to a serpentine belt. So we might just go ahead and leave that on here, which would mean we'd have to move to an electric water pump rather than our mechanical one that's on Benny. Which I have an electric pump sitting over there on the shelf, so it is doable. Just have to get some fittings and make sure all the lines are for that. That might give us some options. And then if when we go turbo, I'll have to get a bigger pump, and we'll want an electric pump at that point anyway. So if we have all the provisions for it and it's already ready, then make it go into turbo pretty easy. And all those little things we're kind of thinking about and trying to plan for, but you know, doesn't always go the way we plan them. Hey, we're gonna do the best we can, get the be as prepared as we can, and just go from there. So, okay, where are we at? There. Yeah, this thing's going to be all sorts of lopsided right now with it being on the tire. But we're going to get that tire off of it. Go throw the tire outside, get it out of the way, and then we're going to get that converter off and get this thing on a stand. And out of the way so we get the Triumph out of here, which I don't know if that's actually going to happen anytime soon. But, hey, if I have it ready to go, we might get the Triumph on. I talked a little bit earlier with some of the guys that were on about doing maybe some motorcycle content. I got my Harley and my Triumph Daytona in here. If you go look way back on the channel, we did some content back then, back when we had like 5 subscribers. And I really enjoyed it, but it never really went anywhere. We didn't really do that. And I have a passion for drag and drive, obviously. But I wouldn't mind doing some more motorcycle stuff again at some point, if you guys are interested in it. This is awkward as all get out. Okay, that's disgusting. Okay, got it. Come on, babe. Oh, you're on a rock. Okay. Oh, that explains it. Like, this thing rolls way better than that. Not when it's on a rock. There we go. There we go. I'm probably going to move you guys again. It was Mike said that morning, Jesse's. Hey, Mike. Sorry, I couldn't see your name for a second. Put you guys down right here. We can get that torque converter off and we'll be in business. Those are 9. Who needs torque converters? I mean, come on. We ain't trying to go fast. Come on. We're trying to have fun. definitely a socket situation, not a... That is a socket situation. Okay. Let's get something on that crank bolt, shall we? Turn the thing over a little bit. Do 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 do. This is one of those tedious tasks that just takes time. I know this is not the most exciting thing we're doing today, but Pacific Northwest, it's raining. Well, that stinks. Yeah, thankfully it is sunny here. It is not warm, but it is warming up, so that's good. Yeah, it's not too bad of a day. This morning it was really cold, and we were kind of worried about it coming out, but warmed up and yeah, doing good. I'm gonna end up dropping this torque converter. It's gonna be bad. There's one of my neighbors. That's a small block Mopar. Yep, it is. Yeah. I'm gonna have a lot of scrap metal here. Between the exhaust, the other block, the heads, the converter, intake. A lot of stuff we don't need. Because racecar. Because race Volvo. You guys ready to see some carnage? Good, because we're about to see some. Right. Oh. Never mind, I actually got it out easy. Ha ha! Torque converter extracted. There we go. I just got it on the stand under it, and we're all ready to go. Check comments over here. Oh, Mike, yeah. So on Mopars, they are a little weird, having the teeth on the converter and then also on the flywheel. Another weird thing about Mopars, your small block 318s like that one actually have internally balanced. So the converter is clean. Oh, excuse me, it's clean. On a 360, 340, they are actually externally balanced. So flywheel or your converter have weights on them, which is also kind of weird to have them different between those. Oh, Mike's asking about the trains. I am glad somebody else is excited about trains. Yeah, so we hear trains around here a lot. We have CSX mainly, and then Indiana Rail has a couple of lines through Terre Haute as well. So we actually are across. We were the original crossroads of America with the highways, but we also are with train tracks. So we have a main line that runs, CSX main line that runs east and west and north and south. The north and south one is the most utilized CSX line on their entire line. Now, it's nothing like the Union Pacific line that runs across Nebraska. That one has way more traffic, but we still have a lot of train traffic. It's one of the things that we're always known for. A lot of the gangsters from Chicago used to come down, and they would always say, they would stop in at Terre Haute all the time, but they'd always say that they would never rob. Don Dillinger or John Dillinger always said he would never rob a bank in Terre Haute because the trains were so unpredictable, and he'd get caught by a train where he's trying to rob a bank. So kind of funny, a little bit of history around here. But yeah, we have a lot of trains. You can hear them all the time. We kind of just forget about them. But I actually grew up loving trains, so it's kind of cool to see them a lot. He says that you have BNSF in your area. I actually like watching the BNSF stuff. I had a BNSF train that I followed down across Texas whenever my last drive from 666, and there was a lot of traffic on that line. But I like the orange paint scheme a lot. I really like Union Pacific with the American flag on the side of the yellow locomotives. And Union Pacific does a lot of steam heritage stuff, and I love steam trains. That's what I grew up loving. But yeah, so he said I actually used to have a really big train set, model train set, and I'd eventually like to build another one someday. So maybe someday you'll see that on the channel. Who knows? Enough people subscribe and want to watch trains. Hey, we might make it happen. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get this engine up on the engine stand. So I move it back in the corner, back to its place. We'll probably try to pull a couple things off of it today, but not too terribly much. Maybe get the exhaust off if it comes off nice, and then pull some spark plugs, spin it over, try to get see if there's any water in it or not. Okay. High enough yet? Let's see here. Yep, looks like. Looks so. There we go. Engine on a stand. Take the chain off of it. All right, guys, we got something done now. So. Oh, that's awesome. Mike's talking about some trains that he's rode in. That'd be a lot of fun. I love getting to ride in trains whenever possible. It's been a while since I've been in. Well, officially, I actually got to step in a pretty famous one a couple years ago. Wasn't allowed to release any of the footage, unfortunately, but it's what it is. So, anyway, I had a lot of fun getting to see that. That was really cool. Big steam locomotive. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, cool guys. Well, I think my battery here on camera is starting to die. We're getting kind of low on there. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed getting to hang out in the garage. I know we didn't have like a huge crowd along the day, but it was awesome getting to talk with you guys and seeing the comments roll through. That's one of the things that I really enjoy. So we're probably going to do some more of these just because of that. We've got a lot in store out here. So be tearing down this engine that we just put up on the stand. So we're going to be going through it at some point very soon just to get it ready for going in Benny. I have Benny's original engine sitting underneath the stand over here. I need to get it out and kind of figure out what our plan is with it. So let me know down there if you want to see that. We might just take a day and do a live stream of pulling that engine out, tearing it down, seeing what actually went wrong. I know we overboosted it, and I know that one of the tops of the pistons looked a little burnt. I don't know if it actually cracked a ringlet or not, so it'll be interesting to tear the bottom end of that thing apart and actually see what went wrong there and how bad it actually is. So, yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that type of stuff. We're going to be trying to do a lot of just kind of random different things on some live streams, just hanging out, having some shop talk, having time where might be doing custom Hot Wheel stuff. I don't know. I've been kind of tossing around what I want to do with that. I know I want to bring that in at some point, but we're just trying to figure out timing and when I'm able to do it, and got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So we're just trying to figure out what that looks like and how to bring it in and do it a quality justice and just enjoy time. But I think some of these live streams are just going to be kind of just this hanging out in the garage, getting stuff done, behind the scenes stuff that aren't going to necessarily make a full form video, just kind of getting everything prepared for those big videos so you guys can hang out and see a little bit of the process, see a little bit ahead of time. Yeah, we kind of share a lot about traveling and everything that we're doing going forward. So yeah, if you guys like that, let me know. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and just coming on. I mean, I can't believe we actually had people just on the whole time. You know, that means a lot to me, and I really, really appreciate you guys just putting it on, having it on in the shop or something while you're hanging out and just having it on the background. So I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me and supporting the channel. Again, if you want to support the channel, first and foremost, we really appreciate prayers. Okay, just be praying for us this next year that we are able to spread the gospel, and be able to show Christ through our actions and the way that we present ourselves, and that we can just be that light into a dark world. That everywhere we go when we're traveling, we can just talk into people, and just be a joy in their life rather than not have a frowny face on, have a smiley face, and just let people know that we're out here just showing the love of Christ, and we just want to make sure we're doing that. So if you could be praying for us on that, and just praying for us to have wisdom on the events that we go to and making decisions, business decisions, and all that, I'd really, really appreciate it. If you want to support in other ways, you can go on and get some merch over at 3gvideo.net. There's actually a link down below. So if you want to go get some merch, we got some really cool t-shirts. I got calendars still in stock. They're dwindling, but we do still have some calendars if you haven't got one of those. Got some really cool designs. So there's 3 different designs over there. So go pick up a calendar. We got stickers, got hats. If you want a hat, not this, but 3G video hat. And yeah, so if you want to do that, if you are going to be at an event and you want to support us there, we are always looking for photo package clients. So if you are wanting to get some photos of your car, man, we got some different options, and I think you guys might really enjoy that, and we'd appreciate to get to work with you, and it lets us get to actually know you guys a little bit better and get to hang out throughout the week. So I'd go over and pick one of those up if you're interested. If you're going to be at one of the events, we'd really appreciate it. And then if you own a business or something like that, we're also looking for partners throughout the year. on live streams. We have a live stream package that you might want to get involved with. Just it'll have like your logo on there. We'll be mentioning you throughout the live stream, that sort of thing. There's a whole list of stuff. We got multiple different partnership opportunities there. Some that are minimal input into, and you guys are able to just support, and then others that are bigger, you get a lot of perks and such. So go over and check that out if you're interested. Again, there's a different link for that. It's a partnership info link down there, so go check that out. We'd really appreciate having you guys on. We love to be able to work with you if possible, but again, prayer is the most important thing, and we appreciate you guys being here. So I think I'm gonna sign off for today, because like I said, this thing's getting a little low on battery, and I don't want it to just cut off while we're going. So I'm gonna say bye, even though we got people just joining us. But thank you for being here. If you did just join us, go back and watch the rest of the stream. Let me know what you think. Shoot some comments down there. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And as always, have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. And since we're here, I gotta figure out how to do it. So bye.